Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Carolina Panther fans, you know who I am. Let's not waste any more time. You know the title of the video, so let's jump right on in and talk about it. The Carolina Panthers got their 10th win of the season, 10-4 right now, defeating the Green Bay Packers, 31-24, the final score, and they barely won. Let me get the stinkiness and what on planet Earth did y'all do? Which is the bad and the ugly right now, because I don't want to spend 20 minutes bashing the Carolina Panthers. The defense, I love y'all. No, you know I do. The Panther fans do as well. But y'all gotta stop doing this to us. And me included. Letting the double-digit lead just completely disappear. This is the second game in a row they have done this. And it's not just this game or last game against the Minnesota Vikings. They have done this at least 3-4 times. And I think it was the New England Patriots game. They had a double-digit lead, but that went out the door. Luckily, they won. I don't get it, Carolina Panthers defense. I don't get it. I mean, you playing against the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. You're not playing against Brad Hundley. You know Aaron Rodgers is dangerous. And you want to take your foot off the gas? What's going to happen when you get in the playoffs? You run into the New Orleans Saints with Drew Brees. You think he's going to let up? You think that the LA Rams, who definitely improved, like Jared Goff, you think he's going to let off he's going to just ease up? Nah. If you have a double-digit lead, you keep pounding. Pound them into oblivion. Don't let up. All right? Even though you picked off Aaron Rodgers 3 times and you sacked him a few times as well, that double-digit lead has got to stop. This whole, hey, we got a double-digit lead. Let's RELAX. Now I feel so much better. No. Full throttle. And it's something that I'm seeing with what I saw with the Panthers defense 2 years ago, where the first half they were on fire, second half, including the playoffs and the Super Bowl run, and being the Super Bowl runner-up, the defense just disappeared. I don't know what's going on. Now, the offense. Cam Newton almost had 300 yards passing. 4 touchdowns. No interceptions. The play calling was good. Can't complain about that. He only was sacked once. Shoot, I wish the Carolina Panthers offense would have scored more. I mean, you're facing the 26th ranked defense of the Green Bay Packers. You need to blow them off the field, baby. But then again, I don't want to get greedy. Don't do that. Just don't do that. So it's a good win, but I'm not happy. I'm not overall. I'm happy, but not over the top excited because of that double-digit blown lead. You know, stuff like that. It just continues to happen. And when you're facing the who was the team they got to face next week? Oh yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You gotta put your foot on their throat. They're having a bad year. Pound them into oblivion. You do that, get that 11th win of the season. Make Jameis Winston, a.k.a. Crab Legs, uncomfortable. And I have a feeling that Thomas Davis is going to be suspended because of that illegal hit on Devontae Adams of the Green Bay Packers wide receiver. And I've heard people on Twitter, good old Twitter, were going ham, bacon, egg, cheese on that brother, saying he's a dirty player, he's this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And that brought out the Carolina Panther fans, including the ladies who are Panther fans, defending him and to put other people on blast. So, there you go. As for that hit, shouldn't have done that. I would be surprised if he doesn't get suspended. If Juju Schuster-Smith of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I can't believe I said his name right, can get suspended 1 or 2 games, that hit on Cincinnati Bengals, Vontaze Burfict, even though he deserved it. That dirty player, his dirty self. With that hit, Thomas Davis going to get one too. So, do I see the Panthers beating the Buccaneers? Yeah. But if they get a double-digit lead, they need to pile it up. Pile on. Curb stomp the hell out of them. Before they get to the Mercedes-Benz Georgia Dome, wherever you want to call it, to take on the Atlanta Falcons on New Year's Eve. That's where I'm scared the most. That is a game that scares the living daylights out of me more than anything else, because it's a house of horrors of that damn team, which is the Carolina Panthers. So, but they got to focus on beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their division rival, at home on Christmas Eve, upcoming Sunday. So, before I go, I want to give a shout out to Kryptonian Saiyan here on YouTube. Check his channel. He hit me up about the Carolina Panthers owner Jerry Richardson selling the team. I had to turn to ESPN because I was watching something else, and I just literally was like, what? This is everything to do with the whole sexual misconduct and racism. I'm like, oh, really? He's selling the team. Something's going on. Oh, maybe he has something to do with the little thing of sexual misconduct, harassing for female worker, former female co-workers, and saying racial slurs. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw in the N-word at a Carolina Panther team, former team scout. So, that's why they put out that statue of him in the first place. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Oh, this team cannot stay away from controversy for nothing. It ain't Dave Gettleman's untimely firing, even though he deserved to be fired, but you know how I feel about that. It was wrong. They should have waited till the end of the season, not a week and a half, 8 days before training camp of this year. They bring back Marty Hurdy. Great. Cam Newton's shoulder surgery in March instead of January. Cam Newton's sexist comments, which I've heard about it. I've heard worse. I heard so much worse, okay? It's not that damn bad. Calm the hell down, folks. So much so that he ended up getting dropped by some yogurt company. Okay, whatever. It's the injuries. It's one after another, and now you have Jerry Richardson controversy, the sexual misconduct and racism controversy. If folks are going to pound the crap out of Cam Newton for the things he said, Jordan Rodriguez, they need to do the same damn thing to Jerry Richardson. And he's an owner. They're being held to a higher standard than football players and coaches. But I know they won't. It's a little racial double standard. I went down that road. You can kiss my foot if you don't like what I said. Now, before I go, I will talk a little bit more about in Various Thoughts video, a little bit of spoiler of a certain movie, which is the Star Wars The Last Jedi, and it has irked people a lot. Oh, it's so divisive. Half the folks love the movie, the other half, they're ready to fight. They're looking at you like, what did you just say? This movie is the greatest? What is wrong with you? Have you lost your damn mind? You snort cocaine off some chick's belly button? Damn. And I'll give you my top video game stories and maybe a little bit of top stories of this year. Maybe. Now I'll do a video game review of Mass Effect Andromeda. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, Peter, stick around for that one. I'm probably end up tearing that game in half. The same way people tear Star Wars The Last Jedi in half. And with that, I'm out. What's your thoughts? Salute.